suppose.
This should be interesting.
Must be. I'm not sure this is the right spot. I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones?
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
Professor Fig does know a great deal about, different forms of magic.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
Is it common practice for students to grow
Oh, yes. In fact,
an affinity for herbology?
I suppose you could say herbology is in my...
It was nice to meet you, Samantha.
Thank you.
All right. Deep breath. Why, hello. Would you like to take a look? Can't see too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, yes. So, you will adore astronomy.
I hope astronomy's on my schedule.
I have good news for you. You will be enthralled with the tower.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and be seeing you.
This should be interesting. One moment. Watch this.
Ugh! What is this?
Someone threw a dung bomb.
Let's get out of here.
That wasn't quite the react.
Right. What did you...
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright...
I'm glad to be here. Ready for...
Good. Glad. Truly, there's no reason to be... I mean, not all of the...
Wait, did you say most professors?
Ha! I did. But probably... I should wander off before someone traces...
You too, Everett.
Hey there, new Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside. You had best not keep her waiting. Can't imagine starting new school this late.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day.
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining, especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs...
OWL?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. After much Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what...
Perhaps seeing it in action. Walk with me and we shall put it. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Lumos. Revelio.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
Lumos.
Why don't you cast Revelio on this bus?
Revelio.
And see what details the field guide can provide. Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Revelio. Revelio.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your... Happily, your professors have... Judging by your adept use of Revelio,
He did, Professor.
my suspicion is that there's more to this...
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, Speak of the devil, Professor Fig.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there.
Well, I've just perfectly good boats and carriage.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the
Of course.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. And invaluable to...
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping. Did I hear you and Professor...
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being...
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant... We don't know where this path we've embarked upon, and she may feel obliged to share details with...
Understood, Professor.
Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team. Speaking of guides, and so that I may... Why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. I shall reach out when I have more information. For now, focus on your...
Accidentally levitated Professor Ronan's...
Revelio!
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Everyone thinks I'm utterly... If I know Hogwarts, and I...
If I have the time.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. Revelio.
I want a clue to Ipswich and back.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Oh, did you hear about that?
Lenora, I solved...
You did?
I found the location.
All very logical, I suppose. You have a knack for solving riddles. Well, I'm glad someone figured. The moth! I should have seen that.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
What are you
Lumos.
up to now?
I cannot do this for all eternity. If I could undo...
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio.
What do you mean you won't be coming home for holidays? Darling Aunt Philomena has come on! That's back.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson about astronomy at all.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention.
Protego,
And
Revelio.
you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will, but instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Accio, show us how it's done. That's it! Not to worry. Very good. Happens to the best of us. Splendid! Stay focused. Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give... Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp. Phew.
Accio.
Watch this. There we go. Quite impressive. Let us see this. That is how it's done.
Accio.
A perfect score. Remarkable. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Accio.
Excellent control there.
Here we go. Nicely done. Watch this. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
A tight game! It turns out we were evenly matched. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
Revelio.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? And what a close match between you and Miss Onai. Invigorating.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Revelio.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
Revelio.
Is that all you've got? Run! Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt.
Levioso!
Good. Now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso!
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Case things.
All my students with a step. I do, John.
Levioso!
Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to...
If what I've seen today, I demand excellence from my... A classroom duel is one thing.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing. Again. What? All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Revelio.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something.
It was certainly good
practice. Didn't expect a new student to be... Then again...
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when... You know...
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are...
Yes. To keep... If you want to get the most out, whether it's joining us, you just have...
Thank you, Sebastian.
Good. Perhaps somewhere on... Look for Luke and Brattleby near the... Till next time.
Revelio.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition.
Lumos.
Well done.
Levioso.
Awful when they ask you a question.
Revelio.
Grubby little faces. I'll just die.
Lumos. Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor... I'd wager there's a...
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed?
He continues to be reticent.
That's correct, Professor.
Regardless, you must continue. In that regard...
Professor Ronan did mention...
In fact, Professor Now, we've arranged to
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivand, you've managed your club.
I'm eager to get to...
Very well. Perhaps Sebastian Sup.
I'd like to go with Natty.
She'll keep you well...
Rookwood?
Once you've finished Professor Ronan's... No time to waste.
Revelio.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do. And fixes things right up, makes them...
It seems as if that might...
More frequently than... As Professor a number of... I have arranged...
I'll start on the task right. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Levioso! Accio!
Got it.
Revelio! Revelio.
Lumos.
Accio. Levioso.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Revelio.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Brilliant. Are you all right?
Don't.
Everyone hate?
I wanted to make some new friends. My gobstone. Are you familiar?
Gobstones?
That's what I tried to... People... Imelda is... And now those Paul...
Rather an overreaction.
I'll say. Anyway, I don't think I know the necessary...
I'll see what I can do.
I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio. Revelio.
Thought the boy was trying to be nice.
Accio.
Do you think I have a big ball?
Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio. 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 Accio. Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio! Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about. Revelio. Accio! Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio. Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. 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 I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio. Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio.